This exceptional builder truly dedicated himself to ensuring that sporting opportunities existed for others, and he did so over the course of 6 decades as an administrator, official, and volunteer in curling and soccer. Like a lot of great builders, Ken Slater got his start in sports as an athlete. In fact, his introduction to soccer started very young, given his family's Scottish heritage and the fact he grew up across from Brent Park Soccer Field. And by 16, he had joined the United Soccer Club and then spent the majority of the 50s and 60s with that team, with the club retiring his number 2 jersey when he finally hung up his cleats. Turning his attention to the administrative side, the soccer community then benefited greatly from his knowledge and passion in many ways. He served youth as a coach and public school soccer referee for over 20 years. He spent 30 years reporting on soccer in the newspaper under the byline Corner Kicks. He organized the Thunder Bay Old Stars team and was instrumental in ensuring that Northwestern Ontario was a recognized part of the Ontario Soccer Association. Working alongside other soccer enthusiasts, clubs, and sponsors can also help with the creation and operation of one of the longest-running and most well-attended soccer tournaments hosted in Thunder Bay, the Labor Day Weekend International. It started in 1968 and ran for over a quarter century, with Ken serving as the first and only chairman. At its height, upward of 30 teams from across mid-Canada and the upper U.S. participated. Highly competitive, it would attract in excess of 1,000 players and fans from across the region and the cities of Winnipeg and Minneapolis. And by the late 1980s, teams were also traveling in from southern Ontario to compete for a portion of nearly $10,000 in prize money. Other members of the Slater family were also involved, including his wife Marilyn and his brother Charlie, who helped out in a variety of ways. In recognition of the Slater family's longtime involvement, some of the tournament trophies were presented in memory of their mother Mary and their father Matt. Given his exceptional organization talents, it was not surprising that he was selected to serve as the chair of soccer for the 1981 Canada Summer Games. During the winter, then, Ken turned his attention to curling, and just as he did in soccer, he gave 110% to help grow that sport. Serving for close to 20 years on the board of the Port Arthur Curling Club, he held a number of positions, including president and house chair, and oversaw a number of bonspiels and clubhouse renovations. And involved with the Grand Prix Curling Championships between 1971 and 91, he headed up the event in 1986. And when the club celebrated its 100th anniversary in 1987, he used his many years of knowledge gained working at the Chronicle-Journal to help with the publication of its history. A 20-year member of the Northwestern Ontario Curling Association, he worked his way up from club representative to president, and then between 1993 and 96 served as a tankard chair for Northern Ontario. In 1991, Ken was granted the Sun Life Grand Prix Award for his outstanding contributions to curling, and Ken Slater's contributions to sport were also recognized by the Royal Canadian Legion and the City of Thunder Bay, and they'll now live on through his induction into the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame.